And once again, welcome to Larry Pullman Field, home of the Prospect Knights. I'm Kyle Smith alongside Bruce Anderson. As the Barrington Broncos are on the road, they're taking on the Prospect Knights, the home team. Actually, Barrington had a better conference record and better overall record than the Prospect Knights, but as Bruce Anderson told us last week, they switch off between the west and east sides, and last year was the west side. Here we're at the east side, and the Prospect Knights are the home team, even though Barrington finished with a better record in conference and overall than the Prospect Knights. Should be a good one, Bruce, and it's a lovely day. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of wind, but no rain so far, and not a cold day either.
Nope, overcast. So it's not going to get too hot. It'll breeze, keep it cool. So looking forward to it.
Should be a good pitching matchup as well, as Brooks Goswine is the Barrington pitcher. The first pitcher we'll see, though, is Ross Howe, the ace of the Prospect Knights. Has had a good year, but Bruce, this pitching staff for Prospect has been very impressive. According to MaxPreps.com, an ERA of 1.20 for the Prospect Knights. They've been fantastic on the mound this season.
Yeah, that is great. That's lights out as far as the pitching goes.
Things to watch out for the Barrington offense. 8 home runs coming into today. 69 stolen bases, Bruce. They're averaging over 2 stolen bases per game. The old adage is, of course, get them on, get them over, get them in. But for the Barrington Broncos, it's get on, we'll get over ourselves, and drive us in. Doesn't come off the tongue as well, though.
No, it doesn't.
But that's the case.
Did they have to give those bases back after the game?
Possibly, if you go through over 30 games and you have 69 stolen bases, you might have to just give those bases back. But 69 stolen bases for the Broncos and for the Prospect Knights, an on-base percentage as a team of 436. But we're ready to go as Tyler Trojan, the second baseman for the Broncos, will lead it off for the Barrington Broncos. And on the mound today, once again, is Ross Howe, the ace of the Prospect Knights. Quick scouting report on Ross. Like most high school pitchers, he's going to try to locate on both corners of the plate. And once he gets ahead in the count, Bruce definitely try to blow people away with his breaking ball.
Sun's come out a little bit, clouds up a little bit, blowing from first to third, so that'll help anything hit the left field.
A little bit of a shallow field, 315 on the right and left field lines, 345 in the gaps, and only 375 to straight center field. I was calling time here, I'm not sure what's going on. I guess he wanted to put on his friend's batting gloves. You know, Bruce, you'll go to every baseball game, and every game will be different. I have to say, this is the first game I've ever seen the game be delayed before it even started, and it has nothing to do with the weather.
It looks like he's rubbing something on his hands.
Whatever that was about, but anyways, he's putting on the batting gloves, and now it's time to start. I guess that was the superstitious from his friend putting a shake there. I don't know. Tyler Trojan, the second baseman, batting left-handed today. He'll also be at second base. And the first pitch of the game. Swung on and missed. Blew him away with the fastball.
Wanting to add to their home run total.
Jeff Corris on deck. He leads the team in stolen bases. That one high and outside for ball one. 1 ball and a strike here at the Midwest Suburban Conference Championship game. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter, Tyler Trojan. Corris on deck, and the DH, Willie Yorton, in the hole. Fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul that one back off the spool. Over the top of an SUV, going to be driving down. Left out there.
Both teams definitely deserve to be in this conference game, championship game, as outside for a ball. Barrington 26-7 this year, Bruce, and 14-1 in conference play. They've had a heck of a season. Fouled away. Well, Bruce, so far we haven't seen an inside pitch yet. Do you think he's just a little bit hesitant on it, or is he trying to fool the pitchers by pitching away so much and then he fools them with that inside pitch?
Sets him up outside for
Catch it Third base umpire says he did. Bruce could have gone either way, but I think he made the right call.
13, Jeff Forrest.
We have a 3 umpire crew today, but there is no instant replay in case we're wondering. So a line drive to the center fielder, 1 out, big out. He's outside for a ball. Now batting Jeff Corris. He's in right field today for the Broncos. He's high, outside for a ball. Hesitant to throw that inside pitch. A lot of outside fastballs so far. Got the corner. 2 balls and a strike. Just so you know, it's a high school strike zone, not the same as a major league strike zone, a little bit wider. Line drive, caught, oh, dropped it. All right, Bruce, it's up to you. It's hit hard, but he dropped the ball. Air or hit?
That one could go either way. Got his glove on it?
Yeah, I'm in a mean mood, air.
Are you going to give him an error?
I think that should have been caught. Hit hard, but he was in the right spot.
Barrington pitches a little bit of a dead ball. Put that play to first, back in plenty of time.
Once again, the scouting report on these Broncos. They hit a lot of home runs, but they also steal a lot of bases. All-around team. Runner at first, 1 out. From the stretch. That one's hit fairly well, but a good jump from the left fielder. And he'll catch it for the out.
Number 32, Blake Goswin.
Blake Goswine, sorry. Left field today, he's the cleanup hitter. These teams played each other on April 21st. Then we had some rain. Had to be it was a continuation game, and then on 25th, Prospect lost to Barrington 9-8 in 9 innings. That's a heck of a ball game. Inside for the ball. Prospect scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th, Bruce, to tie that one up. Love to see high school baseball. Even a cleanup hitter can bunt at this time. Just try to keep him respectable. Make sure he doesn't get too big of a lead. Of course, is leading stolen base guy on this Barrington Broncos team. Nice move, but Chorus read it all the way. Probably get one more step if he wants. I don't think he's stealing though on this pitch. Just a good lead, and that one's inside for a ball. You gotta wear that, Bruce. We got ice. Especially with the 5-hole hitter coming up, that would have put runners in first and second and 2 outs. 2 balls, no strikes, and a cleanup hitter. Oh, nice move, just in time. I hope his mom brought plenty of bleach tonight, because those pants are already plenty dirty. Inside for a ball. Oh, strike call at the last minute. Once again, we're in the Midwest Suburban Conference Championship game with a 3-man crew. Nice day for baseball, not too much wind, not cold at all.
About as many moves to first as he did pitches.
Well, he obviously read the scouting report. Course has had a heck of a year. Hitting over 400, leading the team in stolen bases. Wants to make sure he doesn't get too big of a lead. It's a ground ball. Thought about 2, but he'll throw to first base for the out, and that'll end the threat. So a 1-out error, but not able to score. We'll go to the bottom of the first, no score. Good left-handed pitcher who can last a long time in the big league. Leading off for the home team, the Prospect Knights, Ryan Bazin. Windup. Pitch from Goswine. Just a bit inside. Euchre's famous call. Of course, that was on the outside part of the plate. Major League. Wind up and the pitch. Inside for ball 2. Missing on the inside part of the plate. You saw at the top of the first, the prospect pitcher throwing a lot of outside fastballs. This one's on the inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Probably taking all the way. Not even close to the plate. 4 straight balls, and the leadoff hitter, Ryan Basic, on first base with a walk. That'll bring up the 2-hole hitter, Grant Silver, who's in third base today.
Another good way to start off the game. From the first man on with a base on ball.
Didn't even throw a strike, Bruce. 4 straight balls. Good way to start. Didn't miss by much. Especially Grant Selmer's a very tall guy, over 6 foot. 5 straight balls thrown by Goswine so far. 6th pitch of his day, and that's outside for ball 6.
And that's the way you want to start off a game.
Yep. This is definitely the right time to call time. I know it's early in the game, Bruce. In high school, you only get 3 conferences. After the 3rd one, you have to make changes to your bullpen, but when you throw 6 straight balls, especially in a championship game, I think it's time to call time, settle it down, see what's going on. Just be like, settle down, kid. Just throw some strikes, and your defense is behind you.
Well, the pitchers have moved over a little bit, give them a different frame maybe.
Barrington team definitely has defense behind them. They have a fielding percentage of over 950. Not that good if it's Major League Baseball, but at the high school level, pretty darn decent. There's a strike. Well, Bruce, if he locates that, it's going to be a long day for prospect hitters. That was a beautiful outside fastball.
Well, he had good height on his pitches. They just haven't been able to play.
He goes right back to it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 2-1. Oh, nice pitch.
Yeah, that was right by him.
Grant Zelmer's like, I got to try to hit that. Well, choke up on the bat, hopefully try to fight it off, because now Goswine's in a zone. 2 great fastballs on the outside corner for strikes.
A little reminder over to first.
Prospect, great on base percentage, not really known for stolen bases though. 3 straight strikes after falling behind in the count 2-0. Woo! Now that was some pitching. We started off the game with 6 balls and now 3 straight strikes.
Must have forgotten to use the magic word before the game started.
Please throw strikes. Please. They have enough gray hairs. Yeah, back to the balls. That wasn't even close to the plate. Batting right now is the pitcher, Ross Howe. You could probably say he's their best player. The ace of the staff, and he's batting 3rd today.
Not a bad combination.
Well, Brooks Goswine is having a heck of a first inning. He's thrown 8 balls, but then he came all the way back in the count 2-0 to retire Grant Zelmer on a swinging strikeout.
And now 2 straight balls.
All 3. Well, if he locates that fastball, Bruce, he can't hit it, but so far he's having trouble with locating. Saw a blow away Zelmer on 3 straight fastballs. I think he goes to a changeup here on 3-0. Right down the middle for a strike. 3-1 in the catbird seat. Ball 4, base hit. Prospect is 17-10 on the year, but they're 13-3 in conference play. Nice pitch. Ooh, that was nice. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the 3-hole hitter, Ross Hoffman.
Needs 1 more.
He goes to an outside fastball.
I'd say there's an outside chance.
Nice move. Ooh, not a good throw though. Dug out in the dirt by the third baseman. First baseman, sorry. First baseman, John Walker. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, got him leaning.
Close to a balk too. Might have broken the plane, but it seemed like it was a legal movement. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
One of the advantages of being a lefty.
Yeah, swung at ball 4. He knew it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ross Howe trying to help out his own cause. On deck is the center fielder, Grant Whitebloom. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. Swung at ball 4 again.
Another good day to be parked behind the ball field.
Score is 0-0. Brooks Goswine on the mound. He has a runner at first, but still has the no-hitter in 10. Full count, 1 out. And Brooks, nope, he's going to throw it to first base.
Back standing up.
We've seen the sun a little bit today, but it's been overcast, but no rain. A little bit of wind, but all in all, a nice day for baseball. He stepped off the mound. If that goes to fences extended, that's third base. He's up. It goes out of play. He goes to 3.
Coach wants him on third.
Yeah, he definitely stepped. Yeah, he definitely stepped off. And that's good to have 3 umpires because the third base umpire saw it all the way. And now Goswine's in a little bit of trouble. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. Do you like this call, Bruce, so early in the game, infield in? Looks like no. Now they're going to go corners in. Second shortstop back. Nice pitch. Oh, just missed. Must have missed by a centimeter. That was close.
Pitch running number 1, count
As long as the
down.
home plate umpire is consistent with that strike zone, that's all that matters. It's a courtesy runner at first base. He'll re-enter the game at the beginning of the
Runners on the corner, which is 1 out.
Whitebloom at the plate, cleanup hitter. Goswine is in a whole bunch of problems, and he caused all of them. A walk and a throwing error. Nice pitch.
Very nice.
Runners at the corners and still have not gotten a hit yet. In fact, we've had 3 base runners and none of them got on via the hit. It's fouled away. In the top of the first, a 1-out error, and then in the bottom of the first, leading off the game with a walk and throwing error from Goswine. As nobody that has reached base today has been via the hit. No balls, 2 strikes to the cleanup hitter, Grant Whitebloom. Pitch from Goswine. Hit him! Well, the adrenaline's kicking in, Bruce. Probably doesn't hurt as much as it will tomorrow when he sees that bruise on his back.
Number 20, Ryan
That's a big break for Prospect now. That loads the bases. But all Goswine has to do is settle down because they haven't been able to hit him. He's been blown away with the fastball, just having trouble locating it. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the pitch swung on and missed for a strike. Ryan Ragaman at the bat. He's at first base.
Pitcher in the bullpen to warm up. Oh, excuse me, Swan. That was a ugly looking swing.
Especially on 0-1. You want to be it's dead red fastball. If it's high, don't swing at that. Make the umpire call a strike. Fouled away. So far, Goswine not fooling around. He's going straight fastball, even on 0-2. Trying to blow him away. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They haven't had little success against that fastball so far. Of course, it's very early on. 0-2 from Goswine. Blew him away for strike 3. He is out. Yes.
Number 23,
The definition of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. A walk, a throwing error, a hit by a pitch, and 2 strikeouts. How about that?
Reminds me of Bull Durham.
Set the record for strikeouts, also set the record for walks. Ground ball. To the, did he get him? No,
He
dropped the ball.
dropped that.
And the crowd knows exactly what's going on the score sheet. That indeed is an error. E4.
Must have deflected that ball, made it higher on the fielder, so Bunch of play on it.
Bases loaded. 2 outs. 1-0 is our score. Inside for a ball. Some big boys on this prospect team, Bruce. What are they feeding these guys?
I don't know. Some big guys in the Barrington team, too.
1-0 is the count. Having trouble with that inside pitch once again. Inside for ball 2. At least he's attacking though, whereas in prospect, everything was away. That's going to get you in trouble if you can't locate it down the road. So far, Goswine's attacking, just not locating. He did on that pitch though for strike 1.
I think that's the first off-speed pitch he's had for strike so far this season.
2 balls and a strike. 1-0 is our score from an unearned run. Fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nick DeCrafty at the plate. He's DHing today for the catcher, not the pitcher. Catching today for prospect is Nick Ergostalo.
Take your word for it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. See if he gets the trifecta of strikeouts this inning. Nope, tied for ball 3. After everything, Bruce, wouldn't that be something if he struck out the side to end this inning?
But a walks around here.
It's true, hit by a pitch, and all the other ways to score a run. Pressure pitch for Brooks Goswine. Let's see how he does. In the wind-up position. Cubs going to step off, settle down a little bit.
Prospect fan getting him here.
Crabtree trying to do anything he can to get on base. A little bit of a ground ball. Shortstop charges it. Needs to make a good throw. He does. And that will end the threat. So a leadoff walk. Throwing there from Goswine. 2 strikeouts and an inning-ending ground out. We'll go to the top of the first. Prospect leads 1-0. Top of the second. Prospect leads 1-0. There's a couple of errors from both teams, although that still was a tough play, Bruce, even though he dropped it at second base to allow the prospect runner to score. Top of the second now. That's outside for a ball. We're now in the heart of the Barrington order. The 5-hole hitter, Tyler Acosta. Right down the middle for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams have an error apiece. Goswine has a walk, a hit by a pitch, and 2 strikeouts. It's fouled away from Acosta.
A lot of foul balls here today.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the young center fielder. Wearing number 14, Paulie's old number. Paulie.
And another foul.
A little bit ahead of that changeup for today's pitcher. Ross Howell. Howell does not have a strikeout yet, but he has not walked anybody either. That's his first strikeout. Blew him away with a fastball.
Strikeout.
Now batting the 6-hole hitter, Seth Davis.
Number 18, Sean Davis.
Excuse me, John Davis. He's at shortstop today. Made a good throw on that ground ball that was deflected off Goswine, but second baseman just not able to make the catch. Fouled away.
Is that John or Sean?
I heard John, didn't you? They also have S. Davis. No, it's Sean Davis. It's Sean. One's outside for a ball. Got a correction. Sean Davis. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Wind up in the pitch. That's a line drive. Get over his head. Get over his head. Nope. Caught by the center fielder. Good jump. A really good jump there, Bruce. First step back, and he ran it all the way.
Not enough behind that one to get it to go over the fence.
Nobody on, 2 out. We'll bring up the 7-hole hitter for the number 1 seed Broncos, Eric Kozlowski, catching today. Swung on and missed. Big swing, no contact. On deck is Chris Elliott, third base today. Ground ball. Third base shortstop hole. Deep throw. It goes over his head. Will that go to the fence's extended line? Doesn't. Catcher backs up on the play. Doesn't matter. He'll go to first on the infield hit in the air.
For the second.
I'm sorry. For the second on the first base throw in there.
And we got a pitch runner coming in. Number 1.
Pitch running number 1, Michael Zavala.
Michael Jawile is pinch running, and he will be taken out of the game as Kozlowski will re-enter once the inning is over. Runner in scoring position, 2 out. Chris Elliott at the plate. He's at third base today. Nice pitch. Didn't miss by much for a ball.
Number 17, Clark Elliott.
Elliott's got one job to do, either get on base or drive the base. Got to keep the line moving. It's fouled away. Goes towards the photographer. Just missed him. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second on the infield hit and a throwing error. A tough day for the prospect shortstop. Already has 2 errors on the afternoon. Shortstop is Anthony Catalano. Catalano's also had a tough year at the plate, only batting .152 coming into today's game. Count is even at a ball and a strike apiece. Prospect leads by a run. And the pitch. Did not go. 2 balls and a strike. Ross Howe, the prospect ace, trying to get out of it unscathed. A good game so far. Only in the top of the second, though. That one's outside for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Catbird seat for Elliott. Walker on deck. Not the worst thing in the world if Howe walks him here.
All right, now there's no force. Walks in, sets up the force, but it also gives you 2 men on.
I said it's not the worst thing in the world. I didn't say to do it. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
2 out, I think you'd like to get out of the inning.
Rest for ball 4. First walk of the day from Howe. In case Barrington doesn't score here, the silver lining would be you go back to the top of the order for the top of the 3rd. But obviously you want to score a run here, but it's always good to have your leadoff hitter lead off another inning besides the first.
Barrington would definitely like to tie it up.
There's at first and second, 2 out. Base hit should score a run as all the outfielders are pretty deep. Low for a ball, very low, almost hit the dirt. Both teams threatening early. Prospect left the bases loaded, only scored 1, courtesy of an error. way of the ball. You just can't lean into it. If the ball's thrown right at you, you can let it hit you. That is a clean play. Erie League.
And lucky that it was at off speed.
Bases loaded, 2 outs as Prospect calls timeout here.
So the mound appearances and the hit batsman even up.
Hit batsman at the worst time, Bruce. Both of them led to bases loaded situations. Tyler Trojan is first at bat. Top of the first, he had a line drive. It was a controversial call. The third base umpire said he caught it. Could have gone either way. And that's how the game started. You know it's going to be a long day when you're an umpire when the first play is controversial. Bases loaded, 2 out. The leadoff hitter Tyler Trojan at the plate. Got a job to do. Contact scores 2. That one's past the catcher. That'll score a run. We're all tied at a run apiece. That ball was thrown pretty hard. I'm going to go with a wild pitch. Probably should have stopped it, but that was a pretty tough stop. In major leagues, that'd be a pass ball, but not the high school. Either way, a run scores, and they call a balk! How about that? A balk called in a conference championship game.
And that scores another one.
Bruce, you got to have a lot of cojones to call a balk. And I'm going to see that on the replay. I'm sure the umpire had a good reason why he called it, but that's a lot of cojones. Call a balk in a championship game. I'll give him all the credit in the world. That scores a run, and not only that, but the runner advances to third base, and now Barrington can really make them pay in this inning. Tie for the ball. 2 balls, no strikes, and what started off as a simple inning for the young pitcher Ross Howe is now runner at third and 2 outs, and his team down by a run. 2 balls, no strikes, runner in scoring position. That one's fouled away. We'll hit a car.
No, not quite up to the parking lot fence.
Both runs that Howe have given up have been via the wild pitch and the balk. Both are earned. 2 balls and a strike.
That was yours, Kyle.
If only had brought my glove to the game like I should have. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes apiece. Tyler Trojan got a job to do with 2 outs. Make contact, hopefully get it past the infield. First baseman up halfway, everybody else pretty deep. I highly doubt that. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barrington, once again, has only lost 1 game in the conference. They've been fantastic all year. Prospect, on the other hand, they started the season 1-5 overall, and they're 16-5 since then. Tied for ball 3. Count is even, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sorry, count is full of 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Howe. Ground ball.
Oh, second baseman breaks it.
Pretty tough hop. I think that hit the lip of the grass. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to say it infield. That was a pretty tough hop. Especially because he tried to get in front of it. Took a terrible hop. Hit his shoulder. Not only does the run score, but he also have a little bit of a mark on his shoulder after the game.
We're not going to add insult to injury on that one.
That was a good pun, Bruce. I'll give you that one. That was pretty good.
Back in plenty of time at first base.
The inning started with a strikeout, a line drive, and after an infield hit, the wheels came off, including a balk to score the second run of the inning. Line drive, nice pick by the third baseman. Needs to make a good throw. Not the greatest throw in the world, but first baseman stays on the bag. And that will end the inning. But the damage is done. A wild pitch, a balk, and a tough hop hitting off the second baseman. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Barrington 3, Prospect 1. Bottom of the second, Barrington leading 3-1 over the Prospect Knights. Proves it's only the bottom of the second, but I feel like it's the seventh inning. We've seen so much excitement and crazy things happen in just 1.5 innings of work.
Yeah, and a lot of those runs self-inflicted.
Including a balk, which runners at second and third, 2 outs. Third base umpire called a balk. Yeah, self-inflicted errors, wild pitches, balks, tough hops off the infield. It's 3-1, but there hasn't really been a lot of hard hits so far.
Number 13, Anthony Catalano.
Anthony Catalano has 2 errors today, having a tough year at the plate, but that can all change with one swing of the bat. Goswine up by 2 runs now. Pitch from Goswine right down the middle for strike 1.
Well, maybe a lead was settling down.
Next pitch from Goswine. That was a deep fly ball. God, use 2 hands on that. Don't show off. Good catch from Hoffman.
Number 5, John Morgan.
John Morgan is in the 9-hole today, but according to MaxPrep.com, he's hitting .375. An interesting decision by Prospect to try to keep the line moving and put one of their better hitters in the 9-hole. Inside for a ball. Goswine got into a lot of trouble in the first inning, but all of it was self-inflicted, and then got out of the threat by giving up just 1 run. It's fouled away. One ball and a strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Beautiful Larry Pullman field over the Knights. Next pitch from Goswine. Ground ball, third baseman charges it. Makes a good throw, gets him by a step. 5-3 on the put-out.
A lot of extra time, but...
Hey, nice work, Clark. Bring up the top of the order now. Ryan Basic started the threat with a leadoff walk. In fact, Goswine threw 4 straight balls to him. All of them were not even close. Hence why we've said Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde for Brooks Goswine today. Another ball to Basic. Basically, it's been knocked strikes from Goswine.
Yeah, there's one. Fouled back toward the football field.
He's thrown 6 pitches to Basic, and 5 of them have been balls.
I did appreciate the pun.
Lands inside for a ball. Goswine trying to get through this inning. 1-2-3. The outside corner for a strike. Count even up at 2 balls, 2 strikes apiece. Winner of this game gets bragging rights and will not influence how each team is seeded for the regionals. We'll tie for ball 3.
Influence how they feel about themselves going into the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely, and you can, work out some of the kinks in this game in a pressure situation. Make it seem like it's single elimination today. And it's fouled away.
Great now.
Grant Zelmer on deck. He struck out in his only plate appearance so far.
His timing was good, just a little bit underneath that pitch.
Goswine is still throwing a no-hitter, by the way. It's fouled away. Yep, I take that back. He had an infield hit.
Full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Kozlowski had an infield hit in the bottom of the first. Pitch from Goswine, ground ball. Through the hole for the second hit of the day for Prospect.
Basic with the single.
Basic has 1 hit and an on-base percentage of 1,000.
Number 17.
Pretty good day.
Grant.
Kind of the definition of what you want from your leadoff hitter. Well, 2 outs. And Grant Zelmer at the plate. Goswine has a nice move as a left-handed pitcher. Yep.
Beautiful pitch.
It's going to be a long day for a prospect if Goswine gets into a rhythm with his location. Those are right on the corner, right at the knees. Missed. Still a ball. It's kind of an unwritten rule of baseball. If the catcher misses it and drops it, very hard for the umpire to call a strike. Obviously, if it's right down the middle, he'll call it a strike, but if it could go either way, umpire usually calls it a ball. Didn't miss by much, ball 2.
A little bit right on that one.
It'd be a strike in Little League, but in high school, strike zone gets a little bit tighter. 2 balls and a strike. Runner at first. Big swing, no contact.
I think that was the same pitch as he threw last time.
Looked like Zelmer wanted to tie up the game with that swing. Down even up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goswine's given up 2 hits today. Both of them weren't really hit very hard. One of them being an infield hit. Runner at first, 2 outs. Brooks Goswine trying to help Barrington get the conference championship. That one's fouled away. Straight back, will hit a car. Oh, just missed.
Next to us.
The pros and cons of having the parking lot right behind the baseball stadium. I like it because it was easier for us to set up our broadcast, but we might also hate it if it hits the company car. Count even up, 2 balls, 2 strikes apiece. Right down the middle for strike 3. And that will end the threat. So a 2-out hit from Basic. He's stranded at first. We'll go to the top of the 3rd. Broncos lead the Knights 3-1. We're now in the 3rd inning. Barrington leads Prospect 3-1. Both pitchers have done pretty well today, Bruce, except they also have the way they've been pitching, all the runs are pretty much courtesy of them. Wild pitches, balks, walks, hit by pitches. Neither team is really hitting the ball hard, but at the same time, the pitcher's a little wild today.
They are. Both of them started out wild.
Goswine doing better, and Ross Howe got into a lot of trouble in the 2nd inning.
26, Will York.
The first run scored off a wild pitch, the 2nd run off a balk, and the 3rd run was a tough hop and went off the 2nd baseman's shoulder. Now in the top of the 3rd, and their best hitter, Willie Jordan, at the plate. Right at the knees for a strike. Willie Jordan's been the RBI man. In 1 game this year, he had 6 of them. Past the shortstop for a base hit. Blake Goswine now is up. He's in left field today. His first at bat, grounded out to the 3rd baseman.
So well hit ball up the middle to start off the inning. Barrington back in business on the bases.
This team likes to steal a lot of bases, not so much from Yorton, but 69 stolen bases coming into today.
Got a nice long lead there. Had to stretch to get back in.
2 stolen bases a game, 26-7 overall. Right off his foot for a foul ball.
Third base coach gobbles it up.
No balls and a strike to Blake Goswine. Pitch from Howe. Inside for a ball. 1 ball and a strike. 3-1 is our score. Ross Howe has given up 3 earned runs. Brooks Goswine given up 1 run. It was not earned.
Nice Took off play to first, back in time.
Well, this is a perfect time for hit and run. 1 ball, 1 strike. Try to advance that runner, maybe get him to third base. Outside for a ball.
It would have been perfect because the pitcher not able to come up with that cleanly.
Rostow started the game off very well. Retired 5 of his first 6 batters he faced, and then after that, it had some trouble. Low for a ball. 3 balls and a strike. With 2 outs in the second, started off with an infield hit. Then a walk to Elliott. He hit Walker, the 9-hole hitter. And a wild pitch and a balk scored 2 runs.
And he's had a lot of throws over to first. Had several in the first inning.
Now you want to keep the runners at bay, but at the same time, you don't want to tire yourself too much by keeping them from getting big leads. 3 balls and a strike. Runner at first, nobody out. It's a 9 drive. Nice catch. Ooh, nice catch.
Riding catch in center field.
Dangerous play because if he drops that ball, or it might even get past him, if it gets past him, the run might score all the way from first base. But he makes the catch, goes all in, and made the catch to retire him for the first out of the inning.
A lot of room behind him there in center field. If that gets by him and goes to the fence, run all day.
1 out, runner at first. Prospect trails by 2. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Tyler Acosta. His only at bat of the day. He struck out to lead off the second inning. Next pitch to Acosta. Yep, right at the knees for a strike. Good call from the plate umpire.
Couple off-speed pitches for strikes.
See if he goes back to the fastball group. High and inside. Try to jam him. Another off-speed pitch.
Able to get a piece of it, fouls it away and stays alive.
A bit surprising there, but then again, Acosta's had all kinds of trouble staying back on that off-speed pitch. 0-2. Howe is winning this battle. We'll see if he wins the war. High pop-up. Right fielder charges, uses 2 hands for the catch, 2 outs. That'll bring up Sean Davis. Hit a rocket to center field, but another big catch by the center fielder today, Grant Whiteford. He's had 2 very good catches so far today. Hasn't done much at the plate though. 2 outs, runner at first. Goes on the pitch.
Past the second baseman. And will go to third.
I don't know if that was a design hit and run, but either way, it was executed beautifully. Usually you'll see hit and run on the second or third pitch of the at-bat, but definitely went on the pitch, and the batter swung at it, went past the second baseman. Now, Howe once again is in trouble. Runners at first and third, 2 outs.
Almost pulled that second baseman into the play.
Eric Kozlowski at the dish. He started off that second inning rally with an infield hit. That's a fly ball. It's a shallow field though, and it just goes over the fence to a home run. We were talking about how shallow this field is. It goes in between the foul pole and the left center gap. That's about 330. Doesn't matter though, a home run's a home run. 3-run homer, and now Prospect is down by 5 runs. line drive. Over his head. Another nice catch by Grant White. Nice catches today. Three-run bomb from Eric Kozlowski. We'll go to the bottom of 3. Barrington in control, 6-1. We're now in the bottom of the 3rd as Barrington's in control now, 6-1. Well, Brooks Goswine started off the day. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde led off the game with 4 straight balls, actually 6 straight balls, and a couple of strikeouts, a hit by pitch, a walk, and now his team gave him 6 runs, Bruce, but definitely probably has confidence as when you have a 5-run cushion and it's only the 3rd inning, and now you're starting to improve with your location. That definitely helps you as a pitcher.
And it gives you a little more confidence to go up there and maybe let him hit a single instead of trying to strike him out.
Barrington up 5 runs now as Brooks Gaswine has a 5-run cushion. Line drive off the first pitch. Umpire said he thought it. Not an easy day for the umpires, that's for sure.
Very good plays by the fielders. Laid out for that one.
Grant White threw him at the plate as that one's outside for a ball. His only at bat of the day. He was hit by a pitch that allowed the Prospect Knights to load the bases, but did not score as Goswine was able to get out of it. It's off his foot. That might have been the climax of the game, as Prospect had the bases loaded, 2 outs, and could only score 1 run. And since then, Barrington scored 3 runs in the 2nd and a 3-run homer in the 3rd. Now a 6-1 lead for the first place Broncos.
Didn't Barrington have like a 4-run lead in their first game? Prospect came back.
Yes, Bruce. That wasn't the championship game, though. Barrington knows what's on the line this time around. But could happen. Crazier things have happened in baseball. Ball and 2 strikes. That one's fouled away. Grant Whitebloom hasn't done much with the bat, but he's made some great plays in the field, including 2 diving catches. See if he can do something. Maybe a 1-out double. Keep the line moving for the Knights. Goswine ahead in the count, and the pitch. That one's fouled away on the first base side. He's making his bench players work, Bruce, with all these foul balls.
Yeah, I think this game leads the league in foul balls.
You got to have at least 10.
Oh, easily.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Whitebloom. Nice. Kind of an excuse me swing. Goswine, nice throw to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Since that first inning, Goswine's only given up 1 batter to reach first base. It was off a 2-out single from Basic. He's got 3 strikeouts and no earned runs. Definitely settling in now. Change up for a strike. No balls and a strike to the 5-hole hitter, Ryan Rogovic. Rogovic struck out in the first inning. It's high for ball 1.
Wanted to go, wisely checked his swing.
He swung at that high gas in the first inning, which led to a strikeout. And the pitch from Goswine. Swung on and missed for strike 2. His catcher today, Eric Kozlowski, is doing a good job calling the signals, and he's also 2 for 2 at the plate with 3 RBIs. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 1, 2, 3 goes Goswine. He's doing great since the first inning. We'll go to the top of the 4th. Barrington leading 6-1. Top of the 4th, and we have a pitching change. Kozlowski is in the game for Howe. Howe finishes the day with 6 earned runs given up. Not exactly what you envisioned for if you're a Prospect Knights fan. And his Hornets' defense, Bruce, that 3-run homer wasn't hit that hard. I thought it was going to be an easy fly ball at the warning track, and then that wind just took it.
Yeah, the wind definitely helping anything hit out to left field today.
That closed the book on Howe, so
34.
6 earned runs from the ace of the staff. He did not have ace material today. Only 1 walk, though, hit by a pitch. Gave up a 3-run homer in the top of the 3rd inning. Only 1 strikeout. Well, Zaslowski has a job to do. Don't give up any more runs and hope his offense can put up the 5 spot before we get to the bottom of the 7th.
Nice off-speed pitch for the strike.
Clark Elliott at the plate. His only at bat, he walked in the 2nd, and then he ended up scoring.
Right through.
He scored on that balk call from the 3rd base umpire. Swung on a miss.
Right through.
Strikeout, Slosky. Number 5, Tyler Trojan.
That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Tyler Trojan. The pitch from Zaslowski. Down the middle for a strike. Trojan is 1 for 2 today. Could be 2 for 2 if not for the great play from Grant Whitebloom to start off the game. A diving catch in center field. Some Barrington fans thought he might have trapped the ball, but all that matters is what the 3rd base umpire called, and called a catch, and that's how we started off this one. No balls, 2 strikes from Zaslowski. Off-speed pitch.
Missed by a much.
On deck is Chorus, Yorton in the hole. That one's a dinky little fly ball. Bad hop from the left fielder. And makes a lucky stab for the catch, but he did not make a good jump on that ball and went in too shallow. Almost made an error on it. They'll bring up the 2-hole hitter, Jeff Chorus, as the sun comes out. He's in right field today, 0 for 2, reached on an error in the top of the 1st. Shows bunt, and he backs off as that was in the dirt.
The bounce right over the heart of the plate, isn't that a strike?
Not anymore, Bruce, but back in like the 1860s, that used to be a strike. 2 balls, no strikes.
Not even in Little League is that a strike?
Well, it is if you have a bad umpire behind the plate.
If you have a kid that swings at it.
2 balls, no strike. I never understood why those Little League umpires wear that huge protector. Like, how can you see anything? I always prefer to just wear my chest protector behind the plate whenever I'm umpire. It's down the middle for strike 2. 6-1 is our score. The big hit of the game is the 3-run homer by Eric Kozlowski from the Broncos. That one's hitting to left field. Jumps up, not able to make the catch. Well, either way, because he didn't touch it, it's a double. And not the best route to the ball from the left fielder, but I think that would have gone into the gap either way. Good hit from Corey. The score is 6-1, but Barrington only has 2 extra base hits. A home run from Kozlowski, a double from Corey. Everything else has been Ryan Howe having trouble with wild pitches, balks, and walks. That's why he's not in the game anymore. Outside for ball 1. Willie Yorton at the plate. He's 1 for 2, base hit and scored in the 3rd inning. Yorton has a job to do, drive him in and make it even harder for Prospect to come back. Good stop from the catcher. That was not an easy block. Two balls, no strikes to Willie Yorton. He's got a big bat. He had 6 RBIs earlier this year in a game against Palatine. Base hit. There's the RBI guy doing what he does best, driving in runs. 7-1 is our score. case you're wondering, even though it's a championship game, slaughter rule is still in effect. So we could see a short one today. Now at the plate is Blake Goswine. 0 for 2. Hit a rocket in the third inning that was caught by Whitefield. So Zlowski on the mound as Howe gave up 6 earned runs in just 3 innings of work. 1 ball, no strike to the cleanup hitter. Willie Jordan is 2 for 3 today, a run and an RBI. That one's a shallow hit baseball, and second baseman got a late break on it and was able to make the catch to end the threat. But the damage is done again. 2-out double from Chorus, an RBI single by York. Runner left at first. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 7-1 is our score. Prospect is actually winning this game 1-0, and since then, Bruce, Barrington's gone on a tear both at the plate, and Brooks Goswine has gotten into a roll. They've scored 7 unanswered runs.
Barrington has been on a roll. They've been very effective at the plate.
Goswine is on a roll pitching. Since that tough first inning, he's retired 6 out of the last 7 batters he's faced. In fact, if you go all the way to the first, it's 7 of his last 8. Nobody has hit him hard today. He's only given up 2 hits. One of the 2 hits was an infield one. And the guy that got that infield single is at the plate, who's now pitching.
Johnny Szlowski.
Johnny Szlowski is at the plate. Started in right field, and now he's coming into relief for the not-so-good Ryan Howe. Gave up 6 earned runs. I don't know what he was swinging at that was way over his head, but nonetheless, it's strike 1.
Second first ball, fastball.
It's got to be a strike, Bruce. That wasn't even close.
It was a fastball.
Right on that. Same pitch and laid off on that fastball. Well,
Figures, hey, chased it before, maybe he'll do it again.
1 ball, 1 strike. Brooks Goswine is definitely in a roll now.
That was 3 in a row.
Well, he figured he swung at it twice, did in the first inning as well. Maybe he'll swing at it a second time at this at bat. Right down the middle, right at the belt for strike 2. On deck is DeCaffrey.
You see the strike that was running, it maybe lost the zone.
Way inside for ball 3. Whatever you do, don't walk them because you got the bottom of the order coming up. Make them earn their at-bats. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Goswine. Yeah, he gone.
Nice.
I don't really blame Szlowski on that, though. You're down 6 runs, you're kind of looking for walks. Got to get base runners. Base hits are okay, but if it's that low, possibly hope for a walk. Either way, it's a strikeout. But that was definitely strike 3 on that last pitch to Szlowski. First pitch to DeCaffrey is right down the middle for strike 1 off the breaking ball. Goswine has now retired 8 out of his last 9 batters. Inside for a ball. Count evened up and 1 ball, strike apiece. Catalano on deck, Morgan in the hole. Pitch from Goswine. Good pitch. Across the belt for strike 2.
And he's hitting the strikes with the off-speed pitches. The prospect used to looking for the fastball. Lost enough with the off-speed.
The only real hope for Prospect right now is for Goswine to start walking batters and then leave a fastball right in the heart of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to DeCaffrey, but so far it looks like whatever funk that Goswine was in the first inning, he's definitely gotten out of it. So he's been basically unhittable since that first. Ground ball. Third baseman tries to do the Olay move and goes past him for a base hit. The ball was hit pretty hard. I'll say a base hit on that.
Pitcher number 2, Anthony Perez.
Pitcher runner coming in, Andy Perez, number 3.
Batting for the Knights, number 13, Anthony Calano.
7-1 is our score. Prospect led off the game, bottom of the first with a run of their own, and Barrington has scored 7 unanswered, including a 3-run homer from Eric Kozlowski. 1 out, runner at first. Pitch from Hoffman, inside corner for a strike.
Interesting strike move by the home plate umpire.
It's definitely been fashionable behind the plate with the strike call. Delivery and the pitch from Goswan.
Hey, good pitch, Brooksy.
Lazy fly ball. It will go out of play for foul. Morgan on deck, and then we'll go back to the top of the order.
Captain Morgan.
He might be. He's one of their best hitters, Bruce. He's at 375. No balls, 2 strikes. Goswine, the pitcher. Yes, he did. He is out. First base occupied. Runner goes on the pitch. Look for an appeal at first. Did they say he went off the bag?
Interference.
Oh, they called interference. We're going to call interference on the batter, and that will end the inning. Double play. The home plate umpire calls interference. Well, that'll end the threat. We'll go to the top of the 5th. 7-1 is our score. Top of the 5th, as Zaslowski is back on the mound. Barrington up 7-1 in the Prospect Knights. If you're just joining us, Prospect scored a run in the bottom of the 1st, but they left the bases loaded and 2 outs. Fielder's choice, 6-3 on the putout. That allowed Barrington to regain their composure, and they scored 3 runs on 2 outs at the top of the 2nd. A 3-run homer from Eric Kozlowski, an RBI single with 2 outs, courtesy of Willie Orton, and that's where we stand, 7-1. In fact, Bruce, all 7 runs have scored on 2 outs. If that's not impressive, I don't know what is.
That is. Kozlowski looking pretty good there on the mound.
Third baseman hit hard, and a bad throw. Bringing to second base.
Hey, way to hit the ball hard.
Well, Prospect has had a good year, but fielding not so much. Their fielding percentage is a respectable but not a great 938 coming into today. That will definitely decrease as they have 3 errors so far in the afternoon.
Step ladders to catch that
Well, down 7-1. Zaslowski's in a bad spot, but try to overcome it and not give up any more runs. Goswine is doing excellent on the mound today. Inside for ball. Apologize, 2 errors today from Prospect. An error on the shortstop and an error on the third baseman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball. Runner will get the tag on the plate. Right fielder catches it and decides, we're up 6 runs. No reason to be doubled off at third base.
Eric Kozlowski.
Well, Bruce, Eric Kozlowski's at the plate. He's 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs, 2 runs. First base is open. Should I ask? Should we think about walking this guy?
Probably not at the high school level. Zaslowski versus Kozlowski. That's a matchup you want to see.
Because of the names or because they're good? Okay. Just making sure. I didn't know if you had a professional scouting report on both players that you were hinting at. 1 out, runner at second. Fly ball. Runner tags up. It's very deep. He could try to get to third on this. Goes past the cutoff man and advances to third. Great base running from Tyler Acosta.
He's got a nice respectable dirt stain on the trousers there.
2 outs. If you're just joining us, Barrington has scored all 7 runs with 2 outs. Nice play by the shortstop. Will he get him? Bad throw. Tough throw. Gets past the first baseman. And another run scored for the Broncos. An infield hit and an error, so now it's 3 outs.
And another run after 2 outs.
Number 34, Justin Walker.
You don't go 14-1 in conference play unless you can get something going with 2 outs. I don't think that they imagined they'd score all 8 runs today with 2 outs, but that's just what makes baseball so great. You're never out of it until the final strike has been called. The final out is recorded. Foul ball. Shortstop trying to make a good play. He does, and that will end the threat. But another run scores for Barrington with 2 outs. Runner left at second base, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Barrington leads by 7 runs. Bottom of the 5th inning, Barrington leads 8-1. If you're just joining us, all 8 runs that Barrington scored is with 2 outs. Pretty impressive stuff from the 14-1 team in conference.
Barrington definitely has a very good team, top to bottom, all phases.
A couple of alumni from Barrington made it to the majors, including Dan Wilson, former All-Star with the Seattle Mariners. He was on that 2001 team that won a record-tying 116 regular season games. Line drive, will it stay fair? It will. Thinking 2 out the box, and he'll get a double. Hit to left field, so can't go for the triple. Triple really doesn't help them that much if they're down 7 runs. So a leadoff double for the 2-hole hitter, Josh Morgan. Now we're back to the top. Ryan Basic at the plate. He's 1-for-1 with a walk, base hit, and an on-base percentage of 1,000. Run does not matter, though, for the Broncos. They're just looking for an out. Inside for a ball.
We'll see if that wakes up the prospect hitters.
Goswine has been very good since the 1st inning, except to Basic. He's had trouble with throwing strikes against him. In fact, both at bats, Basic got the count to 3 balls. So he's definitely making Goswine work at the mound. High for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Ryan Basic. Sees a lot of pitches. Well, they have him in that leadoff spot. He's got a good bat. Gets his walks. Keeps the line moving for his 2-hole hitters and his middle of the order.
That basic instinct.
Why did I not see that one coming?
I have no idea.
I like how you waited till the 5th inning to make it think like a pun wasn't coming, and then BAM! Insert pun here, says Bruce Anderson.
That's basically right.
So many puns. I feel like I'm getting punished.
You are, definitely. Getting tunneled.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
End of the day.
That ball may have gone into the dirt, but the runner didn't want to get dirty at third base. Get it? Because he didn't try. Get it? Three balls, 2 strikes. And Ryan Basic continues his 1,000 on base percentage. That's 2 walks and a base hit.
Number 17, Grant Salberg.
Bullpen up and going for Barrington. Not going to take any chances. They're up by 7 runs, but one swing of the bat and they're only up by a grand slam. And Goswine is throwing his fair share of pitches. Might be getting tired out there. 5 innings of work equates to more or less 6 or 7 in the big leagues. Third for the ball. Zelmer has not gotten on base today. In fact, he hasn't even made contact. He's 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. Fouled away.
He's made contact. Falls it straight back.
Prospect has not done much offensively. Their only threat was in the bottom of the first inning where they left the bases loaded after only scoring 1. That was from an error. Not even close to a strike. That almost hit the dirt. Catcher had to snag that one from hitting the dirt. Zelmer in the catbird seat. Probably sitting on a fastball. Delivery on the pitch from Goswine. Outside corner, strike 2. Well, if Zelmer doesn't make contact here, he'll have a hat trick of the wrong sorts. 3 straight strikeouts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. It doesn't feel good to get hit by a baseball, Bruce, but hit by a pitch would have really helped Prospect. That would have put the bases loaded and nobody out.
Nobody out.
Fly ball. Very shallow. No infield fly is called, though. Could have called infield fly there as the second baseman was right on top of that. But either way, right fielder catches it for the first out of the inning.
Number 11, Ryan.
Always a tough decision for the umpire, because even though it's in the outfield, you can still call infield fly. Even when it's on the outfield, you can still call infield fly on that. And you want to make sure the runners aren't doubled up. Right down the middle for a strike. Ryan Howe at the plate. He was the starting pitcher today. Did not do his job. Gave up 6 earned runs. Gave up a 3-run homer to Eric Kozlowski.
Wind picking back up here.
High for a ball.
Play down to first. Nope, back in time.
Grant Whitebloom on deck. He's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the bottom of the first. The count is even up. 1 ball and a strike. Ryan Howe at the dish. Base hit scores 1. In the dirt for ball 2. Bullpen still getting up for Barrington. It's probably his Goswine's last inning of work. They have an excellent bullpen due to the Broncos.
And the Phillies, nice lead.
2 balls and a strike to Whitebloom. High for the ball. Sorry, Howe at the plate. Whitebloom on deck. You're up by 7 runs here, Goswine. Anything but a walk. Don't want to give them a base hit, but that's better than walking people. Don't give them free at-bats. 3 trips to first base. Fouled away. Might have been ball 4, but it was a good pitch. Couldn't lay off.
And it's back into the parking lot. This is not here any glass break.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Prospect down by 7 runs. It's a line drive. Will go over his head. Oh, good catch by Acosta.
Base runner not tagging.
Really no point. To get to third base, sure, but the risk definitely outweighs the reward.
Number 24, Grant Whitebloom.
Ball hit that deep.
True, you just, unless you really know the scouting report on his arm strength, not worth it. At least that's my opinion on it. 8-1 is our score. White Bloom, the cleanup hitter, now at the plate. Starting to get a little bit chilly as the wind has picked up. Did not miss by much. Remember, it's where it crosses the plate, not where the catcher catches it.
6 o'clock, carry it up.
1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, runner at first and second. Another close pitch. Goswine did not get the call.
Ricky! 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 Good.
2 balls, no strikes. This could be Goswine's last batter if he doesn't get him out.
Just checking with the warm-up pitcher.
Has not thrown a strike yet to White Bloom. 3 balls, no strikes. With this behind in the count, do not give him something he can drive. A walk is not the worst thing in the world, especially up by 7. Okay. Close pitch. Usually umpires call a strike on 3-0 anyways, unless it's definitely a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners at first and second. Fouled away. White Bloom not happy with himself. He thought that was ball 4.
Oh, kid!
3-2. Runners will go on the pitch. If you hit the gaps, 2 runs probably score. Outfielders playing fairly shallow. Not going to give up any cheap singles anytime soon. Goswine has definitely battled today. It did not start off easy for him. Led off the game by throwing 6 straight balls. And he came back to strike out Zelmer. He hit White Bloom and got out of the first inning only giving up 1 run. Ground ball, Goswine makes a good stab. He'll underhand it to first base, ending the threat. So Prospect gets runners at first and second, but not able to do anything with it. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Barrington in full control. They lead 8-1. 8-1 is our score. We're in the top of the 6th. 3 more runs by Barrington, and they have a chance at Slaughter. Well, good chance to do it. Tyler Trojan at the plate. We're at the top of the order. In the dirt for a ball. Trojan today is 1 for 3. He could have been 2 for 3 if not for the efforts of Grant White Bloom in center field. Made a great diving stab in the first inning. You were going to say, Bruce?
Still Suslowski on the mound?
I think so. If you haven't have the roster, I'll check in a minute. Ground ball. Gets him at first. 4-3 on the putout.
Number 13, Jeff Kors.
Jeff Kors is now up. He's 1 for 3 today with a run scored. He reached on the first base on a line drive that the shortstop Catalano dropped. So we called that an error. Kors shows bunt, pops it up. Neither the catcher nor the pitcher are able to get it. But a nice throw from the pitcher. Gets him out at first. Kors fell down. He's all right, though, and he'll go back to the dugout. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, the DH, Willie Yorton. He's a big boy, and he can definitely swing it. He's 2 for 3 today. Run scored and an RBI. Prospect has a lot to do in the bottom half of the inning. Got to get a lot of base runners, a couple of hits, a couple of bloop hits, maybe a 3-run homer, but they are down by a lot and they don't have a lot of innings to come back.
Motion by this pitcher, little stride, little kick.
Well, it's low for ball 2. Prospect trails 8-1 because Barrington has scored all of their runs with 2 outs. The wind really took that one. Ho, ho, ho. Second baseman comes all the way deep to make a nice catch in foul territory to end the threat. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Barrington leads 8-1.
All right, Ricky, here we go, buddy. You say 2-0. Woo!
Bottom of the 6th, as Barrington has made a pitching change. Ricky Iavoli
Yes, yes.
is on the mound for the Broncos. Trying to finish it up here. It's not a save or hold situation, but Barrington looking to become conference champions. Only 1 loss in conference play. They've been dominant from the get-go. The challengers of the afternoon, Prospect, did not start off the season well. They were only 1-5. It was looking bleak for the Knights, but after losing 5 of their first 6 games, they really made a comeback, and they're 16-5 in their last 21 coming into today. But their big winning streak, they ran into an even better team of the Broncos. But we still have time. A couple of base hits, a couple of walks, and things could get interesting. But Bruce, I just think the Broncos just the better team today. They scored all 8 runs with 2 outs. I think that pretty much summarizes how good this Broncos team is.
Yeah, Barrington certainly looked dominant today after the first inning.
Nothing much you can do. Kozlowski with a 3-run homer. The wild pitch in the balk from Howe didn't help, but other than that, a couple of breaks don't go Prospect's way. A ground ball that goes off the second baseman's shoulder after a bad hop, and a couple of base hits from Barrington, and that's where we stand at 8-1. And Barrington just a very good team. They field the ball well, fielding percentage over 95%. Team ERA, you asked me about that, Bruce, earlier, 2.28. So this is just a very good Broncos team. And you don't go 14-1 in conference for nothing.
Number 20, Ryan Rogman.
The old adage, you are what your record says you are. Well, if that's the case, Barrington has a shot to make some noise in the IHSA playoffs. 14-1 in conference. 12-6 in games that were not played in Division I. First pitch from Hayahole. Second pitch from Ricky in the dirt.
And the wind picking back up again here. You would think that the bosses were going to go anyone's way. They go the home team's way, but just not happening for Prospect here tonight.
High for ball 2. Yeah, Bruce, like you said, the home run from Kozlowski was hit hard, but not that hard. The wind really took that one, and that really just changed the complexity of the game. Prospect only trailed by 2 runs, and then a 3-run bomb from Kozlowski, and definitely changed the complexion of the game.
Really win out of the sails for Prospect.
And that pretty much ended the day on how he was taken out of the game. 3 innings. Ricky Iavoli is on the mound. 2 balls and a strike, trying to finish up the game for his starting pitcher, Brooks Goswine. That's low for a ball. Goswine finishes the day, 5 innings pitched, 1 run given up, no earned runs.
Very good days.
3 balls and a strike. Walks the leadoff hitter. You never want to walk the leadoff hitter, but when you're up by 7 runs, I think your coach cuts you a little bit. Keyword, little bit.
Number 12, Frankie Mack.
With another pitcher up, getting warm. Justin Page.
Frankie Mack at the plate, if you watch the basketball HGTV games of the week, very good basketball player. Frankie Mack can play both 2-guard and small forward for the Knights. Their leading scorer last year. We covered the Prospect Knights for the conference championship game. It was a very good one. No balls and a strike. Swung on a miss.
Out in front of the breaking ball.
Always hard to come off the bench and hit. Down 7 runs, not much you can do. Just get a good stance at the plate and hopefully make contact.
Snap throw down to first, back in time.
Barrington is not letting off the gas pedal. Trying to pick off runners at first base, even though they're up 7, they're not going to allow them to get into this game at all. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Mac. Mac did not miss by much. Nice pitch. Frankie Mack trying to do something at the plate. Advance the runner. Hopefully get him to third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled away. Late on the swing, and all he can do is foul it up.
Staying alive. Give yourself a chance to come back and play another.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 8-1 is our score. Pitch from Ivioli.
Nice drop by the catcher. 3-2. Full count. Nobody out. First.
What do you think, Bruce? Does he steal on the pitch?
Well, pitcher was thinking about it.
I know you're
I
down.
don't think so.
His run doesn't matter, but at the same time, maybe you get the defense to panic a little bit, maybe cause an error of a ground ball. No, he's not going to steal. Way too close to take, but luckily gets the walk. Barrington not happy on that one.
Ball's a little low.
I don't know, Bruce. That was a pretty good pitch.
It was.
Especially when the umpire knows he's going to be taking all the way down 7 runs. Does not get the call, though. Baseball is a game of inches. That time, Barrington did not get the inch to go their way.
A lot of breaking on the mound. Sudden, you're up by 7, throw strikes.
Prospect has not had the best day at the plate. Only 3 hits today,
Now batting for
and
Knights, 21, Nick
5
Arbasso.
walks. Not making good contact, but they're getting on base. Down 7 runs, probably going to take a fastball here for a strike. No reason to ground into a double play. And outside for a ball. The good thing about being up by 7 runs, if your bullpen pitcher gets into some trouble, you can try to have him get out of it. Got a lot of runs to work with. Big cushion. We'll try to pick him off. Ooh.
Close play at second. Close play at second.
What the base runner was doing, he cannot get picked off in that situation.
Coyote is doing his lollygagging.
Ryan Roggeman at second. 1 ball, no strikes. Low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Warm it up, he's been low all around.
Every call matters. That 3-2 count. The umpire called ball 4. It's really weighing high now. The bullpen pitcher putting himself in trouble. There's a strike. Right down the middle. Once again, the runners at first and second really don't matter. It's the guy at the plate. Just get him out. Make him hit it. 2 balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Not missed by much. 3 balls and a strike.
Umpire not giving him that low stop. He's done just below the knees. He's got to bring it up. He's going to get that strike count.
It's where he stands. It's not where the batter bends. It's his original stand-up position. Is where the umpire will call the strike. And blow for ball 4. 3 straight walks by the bullpen pitcher Ricky Ivioli.
You cannot defense a walk.
Number 13, Anthony Calano.
Pitch runner coming in at first base.
According to the PA announcer, Anthony Casanova, pitch running.
You go.
8-1 is our score. Barrington is still very much in control. All they need to do is get an out, preferably 2 with the ground ball.
Bases are juiced, nobody out.
Ivioli in the stretch. And the pitch. Interesting call here. Barrington is going to go to the bullpen with the ball on the count. That will end the day for Ivioli. Comes in, had a job to do, and could not throw strikes. 3 straight walks, and now Barrington will go to the bullpen, up by 7 runs.
Now pitching number 26, Will York.
Number 26 coming in. He's going to take over the bump.
Putting in the big, high-powered southpaw. Willie York is pitching. He can hit and he can also pitch. Speaking of hitters who can pitch, my dad would always tell me the story about Billy Pierce when he threw a shutout. I think it was against the Yankees, and I think Pierce also had an RBI single that day, back when pitchers used to hit in the American League. He was like, Kyle, that's kind of the story of the Chicago White Sox. Billy Pierce would throw a shutout, and he would have to help out his own cause because everybody else on his team sucked.
How did he really feel about it?
But of course, Billy Pierce also pitched during those Go-Go Sox teams. He also told me he was so heartbroken when, in 1959, the one year the Sox won the pennant is when Pierce had a bad year. And he was like, are you kidding me? The one year Pierce has a bad one and that's when we win the pennant? All those times when Pierce would have to battle Whitey Ford. He actually had a winning record against Whitey Ford, 10-8. Whitey Ford, of course, the Hall of Fame pitcher for the Yankees. Willie Orton is pitching now for the Broncos. He's also been 2 for 3 at the plate. He has an RBI and a run scored. Player of the game so far is definitely Eric Kozlowski. He's 2 for 3 with 2 runs and 3 RBIs. Willie Orton a close second, especially if he gets out of this bases loaded, nobody out jam. The good news for the Broncos is it's the bottom of the 6th and we only play 7 in high school. So Prospect is going to get back in the game. They probably have to do it right here. More good news for the Broncos is even a grand slam, very rare in the high school days, the Broncos are still up by 3 runs. So a lot of pros to look forward to with Will York down the mountain. The pressure's pretty much off. Just throw strikes, get out. There's a strike. Got a ball. 1 for 2 with a double. He has the only extra base hit of the day for the Knights. Infield is back. They do not care about the run. They just want to get an out. Some serious gas there by Willie York. I apologize. Catalano was out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. There's an out. Well, in double play will end the inning.
Number 5, John Morgan.
This is a guy that Prospect would like to have at the plate. Even though he's batting in the 9 hole, he's hitting 375 according to Matt Krepstock. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the pitch from York fouled away. So Catalano with the strikeout, now Morgan at the plate. I apologize for the mishap a couple minutes ago. Prospect just has not done much hitting-wise. They have twice as many walks as they do hits. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, gotta hunker down and get something to play. Choke up on the bat, try to get something to right field, get it the other way. No balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. Willie York in relief. Second bullpen pitcher on the day for the Broncos. Swung on a miss, another strikeout for Willie York. Ryan Basic is now at the plate.
Number 50, Richie Basic.
Willie Jordan, one of Barrington's best players. Batting third today and coming in relief. Basic has a base hit and 2 walks, on base percentage of 1,000. High for the ball. He reads the ball well off the pitcher's hand. Has a good eye at the plate. You're not going to be able to blow him away with a high fastball. You're going to have to locate, hopefully maybe jam him inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Basic has the only run scored on the day for Prospect. He's also playing left field today. 1 ball, no strikes to Basic. In the dirt, great stop. He is definitely getting the game ball today. Making good stops defensively, trying to pick off runners, getting close to picking them off. 3 RBIs. I'm sure this guy isn't Johnny Bench.
Nothing like it.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Pitch from York, right down the middle, strike one. Zelmer on deck, Howe on in the hole. Zelmer is 0 for 3, Howe 0 for 2. This is the guy that Prospect wants at the plate. He's reached base all 3 times today. Woo! Very close. That's a big call. Goes from 2-2 to 3-1. Base hit probably scores 2, although the outfielder is at medium depth. 3 balls and a strike. Right down the middle, strike 2. His home plate umpire is definitely flashy. It looks like he's going to ring him up, and then at the last second, he says, strike 2. I'm like, did I get the count wrong? Okay, no, I did. Okay, just strike 2. Full count, bases loaded, runners will go on the pitch. Base hit scores 2. Nothing he could really do with that except fight it off. If Prospect loses, they will fall to 17-1. Barrington improves to 27-7. Going into the playoffs. It'll be tough to beat this Barrington team. It's good in pretty much every area of the game. Full count, pitch from York. High for ball 4. That was 4 away. 8-2 is our score.
Broncos score.
I'm not happy with that one.
Very rare, Bruce, will you
Number
see a guy
17,
with a 1,000 on base percentage, and it's because of 3 walks. 3 walks and a hit, on base percentage of 1,000 for Richie Basic.
Very disciplined hitter.
8-2. Barrington still in control, just throw strikes and getting out. Easy pop up for the left fielder. Uses 2 hands, and that will end the threat. So a lot of walks, but after all those walks, only 1 run scored. They leave the bases loaded. We go to the top of 7. Barrington leads 8-2. high seeds. You expect them to win at least their first round game. And Barrington will be in the sectionals. They're having a great season. If you're just joining us today, 8-2 is our score. Barrington has scored all of their runs with 2 outs.
Number 32, Blake Goss.
Frankie Mack on the mound. He's the second bullpen pitcher used today for the Knights. They'll face Blake Gosswine, Costa on deck, Sean Davis in the hole. Gosswine is 0 for 3. Dirt for a ball. One ball and a strike to Blake Gosswine. Walks are nice, Bruce, but eventually you gotta show up at the plate. Gotta get those base hits, and Prospect just hasn't been able to do it today.
No, not a lot of base hits out there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside for a ball. Acosta on deck, Sean Davis in the hole. Pitch from Matt. Foul ball to the shortstop. Gets him by a full step. Good play. Catalano for
14,
first out of the inning. Costa at the dish. He's 0 for 3, reached on an error in the 5th, and later scored thanks to a base hit. Clark Gillen. 1 ball, no strikes to Tyler Acosta. Wind picking up, getting even chillier. Pitch from Frankie Mack, a 2-sport athlete. On the outside corner for strike 1. Prospect, if they lose, will fall to 13-4 in conference play. By the way, Barrington will improve to a very impressive 15-1. Game not nearly as close as the one we saw on April 25th when Prospect won in 9 innings. Sorry, Barrington won in 9 innings. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This one, not a blowout, but Barrington has been in full control since the 3rd inning after Eric Kozlowski had a 3-run bomb into left field. Full count, 1 out. Right down the middle, strike.
Strikeout, Matt.
Sean Davis now up, 2 outs.
Number 18, Sean Davis.
If Prospect's going to get a late game rally, they will have Ryan Howe, Grant Whitebloom, and Ryan Ragavan, 1, 2, 3 up in the 7th. Davis is 1 for 3, scored in that 3rd inning. The same 3rd inning where Kozlowski hit the bomb in left field. Dinky fly ball, hit right at Whitebloom for the out. 1, 2, 3. This is the last chance for Prospect. On the bottom of the 7th, Barrington leads 8-2. Bottom of the 7th inning. Barrington leads 8-2. Leading off, Ryan Howe, the junior. On deck is Grant Whitebloom, the senior, and Ryan Ragaman, the senior first baseman. After this, both teams will play in the regional in single elimination, winner take all format.
It'll be interesting to watch Barrington and see how far they're able to take it. They're looking strong here today.
Especially Willie Yorton. That's definitely a Nice piece to have in your bullpen. Throwing gas and throwing strikes. First pitch of the inning for a ball inside. Goswine is up for the win. Howe the loser if things continue the way they are.
Strike right at the knee.
Right down the middle for strike 2. Bad news for Prospect fans. White, Bloom, and Ragaman really haven't done anything today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled away. Throwing some serious here. All Howe could do is foul it out. Don't go away from it. They can't hit it. Throw it fast.
That's right. Keep checking it until they start hitting it.
As the coach from Major League would say, don't throw the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater. Popped up. Second baseman takes charge. For the end. 1 up, 1 down.
Number 24, Grant. White Bloom.
No ball. Sorry. 1 out. Grant White Bloom is 0 for 2 today. Hit by a pitch in the first inning. Done great defensively though. Some good stabs and reading the ball well off the crack of the bat. Remember, it's not where he catches it, it's where it crosses the plate. Like it crossed at the knees for a strike. Which is how I used to pitch. Except I didn't. Unlike Will Yorton, I did not have a good velocity on my fastball. I was meant to be a catcher. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Will Yorton has done a fabulous job out of the bullpen. Woo! Away. Only that was Kit Keller at the plate. She could have hit that.
16, Tim Cross.
As that's how the movie A League of Their Own ends. It was, yeah. Game 7 of the All-American Girls Baseball League World Series. Ryan Ragaman at the plate has not made contact in the field. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. I think Prospect is, they just really don't know what's going on with their fastball. They cannot read it. I think fastball's coming again. Yep. That one couldn't locate. Yeah, Bruce, I would just keep throwing it until they hit it. I mean, it's getting kind of ridiculous how late they are in these swings. 1-1, probably throwing a fastball. Oh, yeah. Outside corner, strike 2. That ball was so well located, you couldn't even hit it with the tennis.
Good boy.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 more strike, and Barrington are conference champions. Conference championship for the Broncos. What a job by Willie Yorton. He comes into a bases loaded, nobody out jam, gives up 1 run on a walk, strikes out 4, only gives up 1 run. Barrington wins 8-2, but Bruce, let's not forget the job that Brooks Goswine did. After really struggling to start off the game, he did not give up a run after that first inning.
They've been very subdued after the victory.
Way to go, Broncos!
8-2 our final score. Brooks Goswine, the winning pitcher. The loser, Ryan Howe. No save, as it was in a non-save situation. Well, that finished us off the game. Barrington improves to 27-7 overall. Prospect falls to 17-11. Regional action coming up next week. Bruce, it was a great season. Thanks for having me on to be the play-by-play announcer this year.
Thank you for
Bye, guys. Gary Lisco champion.
Absolutely. We'll be off for the next couple of months. Make sure to tune in for the HGTV Game of the Week once football season comes around. And for Bruce Anderson, I'm Kyle Smith. Drive home safe, everybody.